Today, we're diving into the 2025 Acura TLX Type S. Now, Acura might not always be front of mind when you're talking about a sport luxury sedan, but trust me, I've been driving this thing for a full week and it's got the chops. The TLX Type S definitely brings to the table design, technology, and performance that can really stand up and rival some of the biggest names in the game. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Now, trims for the TLX are pretty easy. You do have the technology package, the A-Spec package, and the Type S, which again is what we're driving here. Each obviously bring their own specs and feel to the vehicle, but in this video we're really going to be focusing on the top of the line, the Type S, and let's start off with that exterior design. Acura here makes a bold impression on the road with a low, wide stance and unmistakable Acura design cues. The TLX's styling is rooted in sharp, angular lines and a distinct front-end design that gives the sedan a sporty, aggressive look. Acura's frameless diamond pentagon grille, now standard across the lineup, dominates the front, framed by Acura's signature jewel-eyed LED headlights and chicane-style LED daytime running lights. These design choices not only give the TLX a modern and sleek face, but also reinforce its dynamic character. Each trim level features unique touches, but they all maintain a cohesive, recognizable design language that's evolved from Acura's recent styling shifts. The TLX Type S model takes these design elements a step further with its exclusive styling package, giving this sedan a very sporty look and a more performance-focused edge. This package features a more open surface diamond pentagon grille mesh designed to channel more airflow to the engine. The Type S also includes larger quad exhaust outlets that emphasize the car's performance capability and deliver a deep, aggressive exhaust note. To complement these functional upgrades, Acura has added a sporty front splitter, rear deck lid spoiler, and rear diffuser, all of which enhance the Type S's aerodynamic profile. Red Brembo front brake calipers peek through the 20-inch Berlina black alloy wheels, signaling that this TLX means business. The proportions also contribute to its athletic look, with a wheelbase of 113 inches and an overall length of 195 inches, giving it a substantial planted feel. The Type S's wider wheels and performance tires further accent this stance, adding to the sense of control and power. Every detail of the Type S exterior design has been carefully curated to blend elegance with raw performance, resulting in a premium sedan that turns heads while conveying serious capability. The result is a sedan that can seamlessly transition from stylish daily driver to high-performance machine, showcasing Acura's dedication to precision-crafted performance. The TLX also offers a trunk with 13.5 cubic feet of cargo space, which is spacious for a sports sedan and provides ample room for daily needs like groceries, gym bags, or a couple of weekend bags. The trunk's layout is particular and deep, making it easy to load and access items. The TLX's trunk is generous for its class, balancing a sporty, sleek exterior with enough utility for day-to-day use. All right, here in our 2025 TLX Type S, it is powered by a robust 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 engine, delivering an impressive 355 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque. This engine, exclusive to the Type S trim, is engineered to provide quick, responsive acceleration and a thrilling driving experience. Paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission, the powertrain offers smooth, precise shifts that keep the engine in its optimal power band. Acura's super handling all-wheel drive, or SH-AWD
all-wheel drive system, enhances traction and stability, distributing up to 70% of the power to the rear axle and even sending all of the torque to a single rear wheel when needed. The result is a sedan with strong straight line speeds and agile handling, making the TLX Type S a well-rounded performer that's as capable on winding roads as it is in a daily driving scenario.
All right, let's quickly talk about the interior here, which I think is a great representation of what this vehicle is. It's a kind of the perfect for its demographic. But we do have these really nice Type S sport seats, leather trim with ultra suede inserts, perforated, heated, cooled, power adjusting, super comfortable, nice bolstering but not too tight. The rest of the interior has the black leather with contrasting stitching. We have the sport leather steering wheel. Let me pick you up and give you a good look around. All right, let's go ahead and kick it on. It is push button start, so let's hit that push button. And the starting animation from the screen is pretty nice. Same here. And you do immediately see the two large displays. They're both 12.3 inch high definition. Unfortunately, one of my bigger gripes on the interior and the tech is that this is not a touch screen. You cannot adjust that by touch. It is set further back, so it's even uncomfortable to touch. It does use the model of having a touchpad down here to control the screen, which is fine, but it's always a little bit less intuitive. But I do like Acura's infotainment system. We do have navigation. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto available. But again, using the touchpad, it is a bit clunky feeling. Below the screen, you have your hazard light button and then your AC and heat controls here. All physical buttons, which is nice. You do have heated and cooled seats. Those buttons are right there. Your dynamic mode select, which we'll talk about in a bit. You have the button to turn off your auto start stop feature, a brake hold button. This side is just an indicator for the passenger side airbag. And then here in the middle is your gear shifter. It's all push button gear shifter. Pretty standard on Acuras for the last few years or more. You pull back right here for reverse. Doing so gives us a full 360 camera view, as well as a backup camera. Push in here for neutral, push in here for drive. Again, puts it into S mode, and then push here for park. Below that, again, is your touchpad, volume control. You can skip a track. You've got a bit of a wrist rest here, so when you're controlling that, your arm is comfortable. Cup holders. This is a wireless charging pad, which is great and easy to throw a phone down in there and let it start wirelessly charging. Center console, nice and squishy, very comfortable for the elbow. Open it up. You've got a bit of room in here. You've got a USB Type-C charging port that's charging only, and then a USB Type-A port for charging and interfacing with the infotainment system. You also have an accessory charger over there. You see this a lot in a lot of vehicles where the USB-C is only charging, and to interface with the infotainment system, you need USB Type-A. I always lose those cords because I never use them in my day-to-day life. So when I get in these vehicles like this, I usually just don't even use the Apple CarPlay anymore. But if you want to use it, you've got to have one of those cords. Moving along to the steering wheel, it is the Sport Type S steering wheel. You've got all the controls that you would assume to have here on your steering wheel. You've got leather, perforated leather, contrasting stitching here, paddle shifters, which we'll talk about a little bit as we drive. And then back behind the steering wheel is your driver information display. You can scroll through and get a little bit of different information here, but as it goes, it's not super customizable. As you switch dynamic modes, it will change. So that's pretty nice. Looking at those dynamic modes, you just twist here. And while you get an indication on the driver information screen, you also get info here on the main screen. So you twist back and you get to comfort mode. You got normal mode, a sport mode, and then to go into Sport Plus, you have to turn the dial and push in right there. And that'll get you to Sport Plus mode. Again, that animation is really cool. And you can see we're ready to go. We also do have a head-up display that gives you a lot of great information. It's nice and sharp, easy to control. Settings for adjusting that is right here, easy to access, along with a couple other features. Back seats are a good size. This is a mid-size sedan, so you've got plenty of room back there. We did have 4 in this vehicle, with me and my wife in the front seats and 2 kids in the back, but these are bigger kids, so they rode just fine. We also have a sunroof, and I think that's a good breakdown of the interior. Let's get this thing out on the road.
So this 2025 TLX Type S truly shines when it comes to driving dynamics, delivering a blend of power, stability, and responsiveness that keeps you engaged and in control. The heart of this sedan is that 3-liter turbocharged V6, which packs a punch. This engine delivers power smoothly and consistently, giving the Type S impressive acceleration off the line and plenty of mid-range torque for overtaking on a highway. That 10-speed automatic transmission is well suited for the engine's character, shifting seamlessly and keeping the power accessible in every gear. Whether cruising in normal mode or pushing harder in Sport Plus, the TLX Type S has a refined yet aggressive personality that's hard to ignore. That SH all-wheel drive system takes the TLX Type S's handling to another level. This advanced system can send up to 70% of the power to the rear wheels, can send power and torque to individual wheels, great for balance and composure through corners. The system's torque vectoring ability enhances stability, especially in tight or fast corners where you can feel the rear wheels helping to pivot the car smoothly. It's a unique, satisfying experience that gives the TLX Type S a dynamic edge over other all-wheel drive competitors, allowing it to handle like a rear-wheel drive vehicle when the road gets twisty. In terms of ride quality, the TLX Type S strikes a good balance between sportiness and comfort. The adaptive dampers adjust to different driving modes, keeping the suspension firm in Sport Plus for reduced body roll and maximum responsiveness, while softening up in comfort mode for a smoother daily ride. The steering is precise with weighty, confident feel that adds to the overall connection between the driver and the road. Even on rougher roads, the TLX manages to absorb imperfections without feeling overly harsh, making it a great option for both spirited drivers and longer commutes. We even get a slew of safety options here that helps with longer trips where you can set it and forget it for the lane departure system and radar guided cruise control. Acura really has crafted a driving experience that's equal parts exhilarating and refined, making the TLX Type S a standout choice for anyone looking for a luxury sports sedan that's as engaging as it is versatile.
All right, we're gonna pull up over here on this closed off back road and do a quick acceleration test just to see what's what. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're on a closed off back road. Let's go ahead and do an acceleration test. We got it in the Sport Plus mode. Let's see what's what. All the way dead stop. Got a bit of a straight here. Ready, set, go. $60. We'll see what that ended up being in editing, but pretty solid. All right, after that drive, let's quickly talk about the price and some of the competition to this thing. Starting off with the base TLX, the technology package starts at $45,400. So just over $45,000. Obviously, I didn't drive that one. You do get a lot of the similar tech. It still has a 4-wheel drive. It's just not quite as powerful as this. You have the A spec, which is priced at $50,000. Adds a little bit sportier design elements, including the 19-inch wheels, and gets the super handling all-wheel drive. And then the Type S, which we're in here, starts at $57,000. Gives you that 3.0 liter turbocharged V6 engine. Gives you the Type S styling cues, the Brembo brakes, the larger wheels. All that, including our destination charge, has a full MSRP of what I'm sitting in here at $59,500. 545. And quite frankly, when I read that for the first time, I was a bit shocked. It's a bit more than I thought it would be. It's still competitive with its competition, which we're about to touch on. But again, it's a bit higher than I would have expected. Not saying it's not worth it, because I think it's still very worth it. It's just, that's a lot of money. So some of the things you can compare it to are things like the BMW 3 Series. The M340i has a 3-liter turbocharged inline-6, 382 horsepower, and a base price around $58,000, $59,000. So a bit more expensive. The Audi S4 has a 3-liter turbocharged V6, 349 horsepower, and a base price of $52,000. So actually a bit cheaper. Mercedes, this compares with the C-Class. You have the AMG C43 with a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4, but produces 402 horsepower and starts around $60,000. Another one that I've driven recently that I really liked was the Genesis G70. That has a 3.3-liter twin turbocharged engine, 365 horsepower, and is 46,400. So definitely one of the best values. And although that is based on the Kia Stinger platform, it's a fantastic car. And then you can also throw in the Cadillac CT5V with a price starting around $51,000, a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 and 360 horsepower. Of course, all of these vehicles are great. They have their ups, they have their downs. A lot of it will come to brand loyalty, but I do think that the Acura sits really well. But again, every time I review one of these, I always kind of forget about the Acura. With that, let's jump out and I'll tell you some of my final thoughts. We'll wrap this thing up. All right, so at the end of the week, the 2025 TLX Type S, I can say, has definitely impressed me. It's a bit funny how easily it is to forget about Acura in this space. Anytime I'm reviewing something that should be a competitor and you're talking about the competition that it has, it's really easy to forget something like this. But every time I drive one, it really stands out and reminds me why they are still a force in the game. The TLX in the Type S doesn't just compete with the established names, it really stands out with its design, with its tech, and luxury appointments inside. It's a sedan that doesn't just meet expectations, but finds a way to exceed them every time. And it's definitely a solid recommendation for any enthusiast looking for the sportiness or somebody looking for the luxury segment. With that, that's all I have for this one. If you enjoyed, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the TLX Type S. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We do a different review every week. Lots of the competition to this we have reviewed, so if you're interested in checking those videos out, I'll try to leave a playlist or something in the end cards or in the description. You should also check out TXGARAGE.com, where we've got a lot of written reviews as well as event news coverage from a lot of great authors over there, not just myself. A lot of great content. TXGARAGE.com. With that, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching.